Hey everybody, welcome back to Inspired Dishes. Today I will be making meatballs and peanut sauce. Now here are your ingredients. I'm going to be using ground turkey. I sauteed up some onions and green peppers, and there's a little bit of green onions in here as well. I'm going to use that to part of the meatballs. We'll be using my buttery garlic croutons. Yeah, I'm going to use that in order to treat it as a binder. Actually, you don't want to use those whole. You want to crush those up. So this is what I have right here. If you have a grinder, you can use that. I try to crush it up the best way I could. If it's large, then you can use that as well. With some salt, complete seasoning, and black pepper. I know a lot of my recipes don't be using black pepper because I didn't have black pepper, y'all, but I actually like it. I just didn't have it. But I got some now. Okay, now for the sauce, I will be using a little bit of turmeric. I need to be seasoning up my food a lot with turmeric, as well as a juice of a lime, some crushed red pepper because you want a little bit of heat. It's going to provide the sweetness as well as the jelly right here. So let's some coconut milk for some, and peanut butter. Now a lot of people say use the one without the sugar in it, like use the natural kind. I say use whatever you can. Any type of peanut butter, it don't matter to me. Last but not least, I will be using some of my roasted nuts, and that's to put a little bit inside of the peanut sauce. I'm gonna crush it up a little bit. So that's about it. Let's get started. Alright, we're gonna put our meat inside first. Alright, we're gonna season it with Daya. Let's put you some on there. A bit of salt. A little bit of black pepper. Alright, we're gonna crack an egg. Yeah, that's what it's called, breadcrumbs. I don't know, I couldn't think of the name earlier. We just gonna mix it up around, all around. It's a little wet still, so I crushed up some more croutons. We're gonna add it in here to make it the mixture less wet. It's not all crushed up, so yeah, be mindful of that. Okay, we're just gonna get some of it and roll it into a ball. It just depends on how big you want your balls, though. But it's gonna shrink a little bit once you put it in the oven. Okay, now I don't form my balls up. I'm gonna put it in the oven on 400, and now I'm about to start my sauce. Okay, first I'm gonna start the sauce off before I put it on the heat. I'm gonna put in my jelly, and I don't have a exact measurement, but that's probably about 2 tablespoons. Okay, now I don't mix it in a little bit. I really don't know why. I could have waited till I put that on the stove, but yeah, and like it's gonna do no difference, but yeah. Okay, so right here, I'm probably gonna add like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, but later on, I will be adding additional peanut butter. So about a cup and a half, all together. Now I'm gonna sprinkle on my turmeric. About 1 teaspoon should be good. Now sprinkling on my red pepper flakes. Just put you some more. It depends on how spicy you want yours. That was about 1 teaspoon. Now I'm adding in a little bit of salt. You only need like a pinch because you did season up your meatballs, so you don't want it to be too salty. So now also gonna add in some honey. There's no particular measurement, but probably like a teaspoon and a half of honey. Okay, now I put my pan on the stove on medium heat, and you just want to mix everything together. Now I don't know how I forgot this ingredient, but yeah, I'm gonna be adding in my teriyaki sauce. I got this from Panda Express one time when I went, so I saved it. However, I'm not saying that you have to have that packet. However, if you have just regular teriyaki sauce, use that. That was probably like a tablespoon and a half. Okay, now since I stirred that, I'm gonna add in my coconut milk. Now I thought I was just gonna use some of it, but yeah, I saw the meatballs and I wanted the meatballs to kind of like be submerged in the sauce a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna pretty much add the whole can as time go on. Now the sauce look thick and good, y'all, right here. But like I said, that wasn't gonna work for the meatballs I had. So yeah, that's why I added in more of the coconut milk. Now it don't turn from that brown thick color to that tan beige, that tan like thin, very thin color. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna add in some more peanut butter. Okay, now it has got it a little bit more browner. However, it's still a little loose. The longer that it actually cooks, see how it is right now? It's starting to get a little thick. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in the juice or attempt to add in the juice of the lime. When I say Billy, no juice came out of there, y'all. But yeah, if you have a juicy lime, go ahead and put the juice in there. And this is how the meatballs look after about 35 minutes on 400. I'm about to just take it off and put it inside the sauce. Now to test it and see if it's done, you can pretty much use a knife or a fork to stick a hole in it, and if it comes out bleeding, you know it's not ready. If it's dry, then yeah. Now I didn't have to do that step because I already knew that it was pretty much ready. Oh my goodness, that looks so good, y'all. This actually look like Swedish meatballs. If you didn't taste the sauce can go for the the Swedish sauce that they for the Swedish. But anyways, but yeah, those look so good. And I actually tasted a piece of it before I put it in the pot with the sauce. And when I said that meatball was just so good, and oh my goodness, you see how it's covering majority of the meatballs. And if I just had a little bit of sauce that I had earlier, yeah, that wasn't gonna work, y'all. But yeah, like this, it looked good, y'all. Now see the longer see how this oil is starting to separate it, I started to get a little concerned, like hold on, what's going on? But yeah, a lot of people look like that, and also too, I had to realize too, peanut butter have oil in it as well. So yeah, that's pretty much, but it's okay if it's like separated like that. It's still gonna be good, and that's how it really supposed to be. Now, I almost forgot to add the peanuts. Yeah, the peanuts, y'all. If you have regular kind, use those. But like I said, I have the roasted kind and crush them up. Even though peanuts not that big, but I kind of crush mine up. If you want yours whole, you can do that. But yeah, crush it up, y'all. And you want to taste it too to make sure it's salted good and just preferable to your liking. And it tasted good to my liking. Okay, so I'm cooking. Now I'm pretty much gonna serve it up with some yellow rice that I made. Yes, yeah, yes. And that's y'all stay tuned for the tasting, y'all. Right now, I don't made the recipe. Now I'm about to try it. Now I did kind of like taste the sauce because of course you gotta taste it while you eat, and it sauce tastes good. Now before I eat it with the rice, I just want to eat it the sauce and the meatballs. This is just the sauce. And I just wanted to add that little bit of jelly to it. I just wanted to add like with the jelly in it because I'm like, okay, it already have like a little sugar in it. So, but I put jelly since jelly is sweet. So yeah, let me just taste it. Enough of talking. You taste the peanut butter. I just had a crunchiness of the peanut, even a little bit of the spice from out of that pepper flakes, but it's still kind of sweet. You still taste a little sweetness, not overly sweet, but just a little bit. So that heat with a little sweet with that peanut butter, and then it got kind of thick over it by sitting. It's so good, y'all. Now I'm eating it with meatball. I had the meatball by itself before I even added it with the sauce, and that meatball was good. I just the meatball with the sauce, in the sauce. That meatball is so juicy, but the seasonings of the meatball as well as the sauce, when I say this is so good, when I say those crushed buttery croutons, it add like a different flavor. Like you can use like regular breadcrumbs or just bread. Sometimes I even use crushed Ritz crackers. Now for this, I wanted to use the croutons because I had it as well. It's nothing that I went out and bought. I actually had that a while ago, but I had this. So I said, okay, why not use this? And I say it is so good, y'all. Taste it with the rice and the sauce. This is so good, man.